Hi, my name is Russ Adams. I'm the Director of Planning and Development for the City of Lake Charles. The whole concept of Beautification Committee came up very early in my conversations with the mayor. I had recently moved here and taken the position of Director of Planning and Development. And two of the key goals that the city has, and it's very common to other cities, is economic development and quality of life for its citizens, to be able to sustain those things over time and enhance them. Well, beautification is really at the base of that, accomplishing those two objectives. And if you think about it from a quality of life point of view, we all enjoy having beautiful, clean places in which we can work and raise our families and recreate. And that's tied in a very, very strong way to economic development, because the companies that may come here to relocate or expand are thinking about how competitive is this location for the people that they have working for them. Will they be willing to move here, and can they recruit people to this area? So it's two very important things that we're able to bring together under the beautification effort. Unfortunately, a lot of people think of beautification as some sort of warm, fluffy thing that isn't all that important, but in fact it's very, very important to the city. We have a Beautification Committee in place now that includes leaders from the public and private sectors of the community, volunteers, grassroots, citizen kind of efforts that we're trying to put together to make this an ongoing, very successful effort. One of the key things I think about this particular organization for the committee is that we're going to have these beautification districts, which should make the effort much more sustained over time. That way, the effort doesn't depend long-term on having somebody like me in the administration or the staff to take care of it, or even a current city council. Because if it's the citizens in these districts that take responsibility and understand the importance of this, that will have a life that will be ongoing, and that's our hope. I recently came back from a Keep Louisiana Beautiful conference in which a lady who became very active in a similar kind of organization elsewhere in the state said, you know, I just got tired of being embarrassed to have friends and relatives come to my city. And so these are the kind of things that we're going to be trying to do.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Kurt, and I'm the intern with the Department of Planning and Development. And the City of Lake Charles is trying to beautify the downtown area, or actually all of Lake Charles, and there are many projects that are being planned right now. One of them is an urban garden, which will give different organizations, like for example classes, the chance to garden in an urban setting. The urban garden will be set up at the Sears side, which you can see right here, at the corner of Division and Mill, and it will be located right in this area right here that I'm outlining. And in order to visualize how the urban garden would look like, I made a 3D model of the urban garden to show how it would look like in the end. This is how the urban garden would look like. As you can see, there are many different flowers and vegetables that are going to be grown in the garden, between pumpkins, carrots, tomatoes. It is also a great place for families to visit so they can see nature, or they can see a little bit of a park setting in the middle of the city. As you can see, the garden is reachable for everybody. We will have ADA approved ramps, so that even people that have trouble walking and that have to use a wheelchair are able to use the garden and access it completely freely. There's enough room in between the different planters for them to be able to move around how they want to. You can see that with this great three-dimensional modeling project, you can look at each object in any direction that you want to look at it. So it's easier to visualize it, and it's easier to make objective decisions, or even subjective decisions, which is very helpful in a lot of different areas. We're expecting the community garden to be completed by the end of March, so that the interested groups can be starting as soon as we're done.
We have a number of projects that we're looking to have a lot of folks volunteer and get in touch with us and let us know exactly what it is that they want to do. And we have some information that's on our website that can tell people how to do that.